Hello, everyone. This is Timor-ensinck. Um, and welcome to a new walkthrough that I'm gonna be doing. The Zovok's gonna be here with me for some of this, not all of it, because I'm probably gonna be going through this very quickly, and I'll explain about that in a minute. But I'm gonna explain what this is before I start doing stuff. This is bk2 chaos. And basically what this is basically Nansen and Mukuruma shared the source code for bk2, and Mukuruma basically made a bunch of modifications to the source code and stuff like that. And he made his own version out of it, and it's the Chaos version. Which the Chaos version has quite a few changes from the normal version, which I'll get into as I go, but most of the stuff and most of the stages and stuff are basically still the same. So not lots has changed, but also some stuff has. So it's not the same. Exactly. In bk3 Chaos, though, a lot more has changed than bk2 Chaos, but never mind. So I am going to just assume that you have played bk2 before and know what you were doing before you play this, because the Chaos Edition, especially when played with normal weapons, can be a bit harder in some cases. It really depends on what you're fighting and stuff, but I just want to point that out, that I'm not going to be as descriptive as I was. If you want a full walkthrough of bk2, look at my normal bk2 walkthrough playlist. I'm not gonna describe as much. And secondly, this is as you may know from the title, or if you read from the title, there is remastered before walkthrough. Why is this? Well, I did a walkthrough of this back in June of 2023, but it was bad. The setup was terrible, and I used a Spirit Sword for the entire game, which yes, that is something you can do. And yeah, it just wasn't great in general. I was way too hard with the keyboard, and it was a mess. So yeah, I'm redoing it from complete scratch. I'm not gonna get rid of the old walkthrough if you guys want to watch it, but I recommend you guys watch this one instead. And this was also released in 2012. And its basic systems are the same as the original version. There are no new systems, no new nothing. It just changes here and there, and quite a few of them. But I'll get into them.
Actually, you're wrong. There is one new system.
Oh.
Underground.
Oh yeah, right. But I don't. It's more of a feature of an item. But yeah, I'll get into that. That's the only new system, and it breaks the game miserably. But anyways, let's go and get into this. Like I said, this was released in 2012. I am actually going to provide a link because the Chaos version is quite difficult to obtain. You can get it from the other games wiki, but it's in Japanese. So yeah, I got it from there. And what you'll need to do is you can place the Chaos Play file in the folder of bk2 normally and just have it work. So no need to do anything, because saves are compatible between bk2 and 2 Chaos, which is very odd, but they are compatible. So yeah. So yeah, without further ado, let's go and start. I did make a separate folder for 2 Chaos though, because I didn't want to have them separate. But if you don't, that's completely fine. Not in the free chaos though, but I'll get into that much later when I actually get to free chaos. But before I actually start, I'm gonna check some stuff. So I'll do that real quick before I start. Alright, I'm back. I have checked the stuff that I need to. So let's start. Another note before I start, I'm going to be I renamed my chaos player to play.exe, and there's a reason for that, because in the folder there's a hooked.dll and launch.exe. This can be used for all HSP games. This allows the clipboard to be, readable without a Japanese keyboard, but also allows keys to not be passed outside of the window, and that's very convenient. So yeah, you need to rename the chaos player to play for this to work. So yeah, just be aware of that. I want to run launch.exe to make this work. So yeah. I will be using AI Translate and Translate Advanced as a combo kind of thing. I'll skip the intro because it's the same as the normal version. It's called the World of Chaos. So in the main menu, you've got the same options as normal. And now, if you check for updates, however, yeah, that is not true, however, and I disabled check for updates on startup because of that reason. Because it's not true, because I think it's checking the ensinn's page for some reason. Preferences. And ends, and exit. So what am I over here? The chaos version does have some sounds quieter. I'm going to set this to clipboard. So I can use AI Translate. Now this does have the language selection, however in the Chaos version it's even more broken than the Japanese normal English version, so I would not even recommend you use this at all in the Chaos version because of so many changes that it barely works. What works, but it's not convenient. So yeah, let's say settings. And let's start. Yeah, you're telling that I'm not going to be as descriptive as I was in my 2 walkthrough. That is not happening. Let's start a new game. Yep. Let me actually slow down.
First, decide which slot to save the game you are starting now. Once you have decided, save will be automatically saved to the slot you specified from now on. Please select the slot you want to use.
There are 10 slots, we're going to choose the first slot.
1. Next, choose the player's name. An input box will appear, so use the tab key to determine it. LC still IGOV OU not IGOV and side version 1.3 LC spell. Is it?
Oh.
Timor. LC still IGOV OU not IGOV and side version 1.3 LC spell. Is it okay?
Is Timor okay?
Oh, yes.
And it places a W
New data has been created.
after your name, I think.
The game will start
Wait,
now.
no, it doesn't.
The game will start now.
It doesn't?
First, you will have to complete the tutorial and then set out on an adventure. First, you will have to complete the tutorial and then set out on an adventure.
Yep, we'll have to go through the tutorial. And the tutorial is a bit different in the Chaos version, but I'll get into that.
At the beginning, you can only select one level in that stage, so no sound will be produced even if you move with the arrows. In such cases, you can press the spacebar to check the menu item that the cursor is currently on. Please feel free to use it. This game is a sequel to Arcade Adventure. Ambition in the Darkness 1 through the general flow of Arcade Adventure. Ambition in the Darkness. Is it possible for those who have not completed Arcade Adventure Common to understand the general story?
Oh god.
Translation. This game is a sequel to Arcade Adventure. Ambition in the Dark. Would you like a recap of the main plot of Arcade Adventure? Ambition in the Dark. Even if you haven't played Arcade Adventure, you'll get a general grasp of the story. Blank. This game is a sequel to Arcade Adventure. Ambition in the what do you do? I want to play with it a little. I can't wait. I want you to review it.
I want to play
I want to play with it a little. I can't wait.
play
I want you to review it.
or I want to review. I am going to not recap because I already did see my bk2 walkthrough, And there are no differences in the recap and the Chaos version. So I don't think it's worth going through, in my opinion. If you want to see the recap, look at my normal bk2 walkthrough.
I want to play with a little, I can't wait. Data limit, playtime 0 hours 1 minute 14 seconds.
Right. So this data menu is the same. No differences whatsoever.
I can do it. I can do it.
What's it?
I can do it.
What the hell?
I can do collection items, see weapons, you can check and change data preferences, access and save.
What's going on with it?
I can do it.
State select.
Save. Save.
Oh, I think I know. Hold on. Let me fix that real quick.
Virtual barrel, virtual. Hide window button, delete, add button, pause button, alt key. Press unavailable, resume button, R. Press unavailable, pause button, alt. LC still live, LC still live, question mark, question mark, question mark, question. Translation, okay, the stage selection, move to the stage selection screen.
There we go. That's fixed. Sorry about that inconvenience. I had an enabled. That was conflicted with it, what's called the BK helper add-on, which I showed on my BK2 walkthrough, but I was going to disable it, but I didn't. So yeah, I kind of forgot to disable it, and it didn't speak the string. So yeah, that's what was going on. I have to fix that.
Select the stage.
Okay, let's go and start the tutorial.
Tutorial. Stage selection.
Which most of it is the same, but there are already differences as we go, and I'll explain them, because there are quite a lot of differences at the start.
01, use enter keys actions well. Translation result dialog. Master enter keys actions. Blank. LC still live, audio, you not.
There's some stuff isn't displayed, unfortunately. Very well, so.
Let's play with the ball.
Yep.
When the ball rolls, press enter to return the ball.
This is the same.
Return the ball to the right. It will bounce back when you reach the left side. Sub-menu.
Tab menu is also the
Item.
same.
Item. Collection of equipment, handheld weapon, object information, stage interruption, preferences.
However,
Exit menu.
the first thing you'll notice is if you press D to go into the object menu.
Object information, total number of objects, first position 0.
Now, look what happens if I go over the object.
Total number of ball right 25.
Ball right 25. Yes, the Chaos version tells you how far away something is instead of its current location. This is an extremely welcome change, because it makes you not have to constantly go back, check your location, and then math out how far something to the right or left is. Like how far something is to the right or left. It's very convenient. You can press Q
0.
to check your location.
Sub-menu.
The right arrow and left arrows run, holding control makes you walk, and your running speed and walking speed are doubled in the Chaos version. I'll show you this. This is walking. I'm holding control, and this or Z for that matter, and this is running.
Sub-menu.
So yeah, much faster than normal version. Alright, let's go and do this. Press enter to return back.
Okay.
So those are the first few changes.
Now let's roll 10 balls, so please change them all.
So please return them back.
Translation now, roll 10 balls, so please return all of them.
Yep. Let's just mash enter. Oh crap.
To display in this game, you can catch something as running by pressing enter. Amazing. To display in this game, you can catch something. Translation in this game, you can catch things even if you're moving by pressing enter. LC still live.
Yep.
Also, falling items will not move, but you can grab them with enter like this. You understand what to do? Select the stage.
Yeah, I certainly do. I did go through that a bit quickly. So yeah, there aren't many changes in that. Like there are quite a few changes already as it is. So that's pretty cool.
Stage selection. 02, let's use the jump.
02. Let's jump.
Enter understands it, right?
You understand enter, right?
Now let's learn the jump.
Yep.
Jumps can avoid enemy attacks and take over 5 places.
Jump can avoid enemy attacks and take things that are hard to
Translation press something lets you avoid enemy attacks and reach 5 places.
Reach high place.
LC. So first, let's catch the mysterious ball floating inside for some reason. You can hear a sound where there is a ball. If you think the ball sounds like the center, jump and catch it with enter. The jump is the arrow.
Yep. So let's center this.
Ball floating inside left 1 in the air.
Now you can see if something is in the air or in the sky. So like when, for example, UFOs, it will say sky, and stuff that is at height 1 will just say air. If it's at height 2 will say sky, or like height 2 or higher will say sky, and height 1 says air, and 0 says ground. So jump and press enter.
Congratulations, I'll give that ball to you, it's just a ball.
Yep. Now,
But I wonder why it floats inside.
don't know.
Now let's avoid the attack.
Yep.
An arrow will fly from the right, so please avoid the jump. Just take the time to jump.
Doesn't avoid arrows. Pretty easy. Just keep jumping over the arrows, and you should be fine.
Thank you for your hard work.
Yep.
In this way, you can basically avoid attacks by jumping. However, unlike the original game, multiple enemies attack at the same time.
Yep.
So this time I have to avoid the arrows flying from behind and behind.
Especially jumping over these. Now,
Thank you for your hard work.
there is a difference in the chaos version here.
Of course, it's difficult to completely avoid arrows flying irregularly from the front attack.
Yep.
By the way, timing has 100 point countage.
Ah!
Translation by the way, Timor has 100 HP. LC is still IGOV, no, not IGOV, sense,
Yeah, that's supposed to
timing
be.
has 100 point countage.
Yep. The chaos version explains how HP works.
You can check the HP anytime by pressing the menu, status for HP. You can check the HP anytime by pressing the menu, status for HP. HP decreases an attack like the arrow above. HP. Translation result dialog. HP decreases when you take damage like an arrow hitting its target. And when HP drops below 25 points.
So basically when HP drops below a quarter, so like when HP is a quarter or less,
and the sound of a pinch continues to sound like this. It's a bit loud, but since it's actually a situation, I'll continue to explain it like this.
yep.
And if you continue to take damage in a state of your HP is below 0.
When HP reaches 0, you die.
This will result in a game over.
Haha.
Recently, this state has been officially referred to as Angel Rose No. Translation recently, it's officially called Game No, Luigi Post, so it's no no. LC is still alive. To prevent this from happening, try to avoid damage as much as possible.
Yep.
It is difficult to avoid taking any damage at all, but you can reduce the damage you receive by allowing more distance from the enemy or jumping over the enemy and moving to the other side. It is difficult to avoid taking any damage at all, but you can reduce the damage you receive by allowing more distance from the enemy or jumping over the enemy and moving to the other side. Another important thing in action games is to study the enemy's behavior. In order to understand attack patterns, it's a good idea to dodge it first and see how it goes.
See, I love this tutorial. This tutorial is something that I think really superior to the original, but that's maybe just me.
Next, we will explain how healing items in preparation for damage attack will still be affected.
Yep.
Next. Translation next, I'll explain recovery items to prepare for the damage will still take. LC is still up. You can use recovery items by selecting item from the menu by pressing the I key. I just handed out rice balls out, so let's try it out.
So, we can press I now.
Item list. 1 rice ball restores HP by 50.
And in the Chaos version, by the way, healing items are a lot more effective than in the normal version. For example, Rice Balls restore 50 HP, Matsu Take, I believe, restores 200 HP. So yeah, a lot more effective and post until 500. They're a lot more effective as you'll see. Let's eat this Rice Ball.
Well done.
Nice.
Next, let's move on to attack.
Yep.
Oh, I added more rice balls, so please use them in the main story. Translation, oh, I added more on the theory, so please use them in the main part. LC is still alive, select the stage.
So yeah, you can basically just grind for Rice Balls here, I think, which is interesting. But you also get some other stuff.
Stage selection, 003 attack basics.
There's a much better way to do that.
003 attack basics.
Right, 0-3 attack basics.
Next, I will give you the foundation of attack.
Yep.
At this level, you will have some carry weapons and then you will have some break this toy car.
That's...
Translation, at this level, will be given weapons and will be displayed in this toy car. LC's. What is it in the waste? That's fine, just break it down to relieve stress. You will equip the weapons, so try getting them on the car in space. Translation, I'll keep my weapon equipped, so try getting the car into space. LC's still. If you hit it 3 times, the car will break.
Now let's press W.
One club, but tutorial hit a car, but it seems that it's weak, so it hardly works on anything else. Translation, one club used in the tutorial to hit a car, but it's apparently too weak to affect much else. LC's still alive, weapon list.
Yep, so we're gonna equip the club. Now, the club is much faster in the Chaos version.
Object information, total number of... Toy car right 4. Toy car right 21.
And also, these toy cars in the Chaos version drop gold coins, which is interesting. You can see it's double the speed as
With
normal.
cars. With under stress, so I'll add more cars.
Oh yeah, it was. Let's have some more. We're getting gold coins, which is nice.
Well done.
But the gold is the currency in this game.
So let's have the boss character defeated. I'll give you a card that's quite durable, so please spin all the time, and we'll also have some small fish.
Yep.
Well, do your best.
There's some small cards in the boss toy card, and the boss toy card drops 3 gold. If it the same way with a normal version. It sounds a lot quieter for some reason. It's a little bit strange.
3 gold coins. 3 gold coins.
If we get 3 gold coins.
Wonderful. Select the stage.
Alright,
Stage select 004 tutorial remix.
so that's for tutorial remix.
Well, sometimes I say that it's tough too. Well, translation of end, I'm going to be fun for once. Elsie still like. Until now I have taught 3 things to drop divisions. Until now I have probably taught 3 things. Elsie for you, we have created an adventure zone that puts this tutorial together. Focus. Use what you learned so far and come out. Use what you learned and go out there. Elsie furthermore, when you open the door, you will no longer be able to find the area in front of you. Further. Both that once you open the door, you cannot return to the previous area. Elsie. See you next time at the exit. Good lucky.
Yep, let's do this. So first we start with some, oh, returning. Let's do that. Oh no! See, I can get behind it and just return it back. Which says very nice. Here we go. We're gonna go for this room, we're gonna avoid the arrows and to go for the way to the door. It's next when we destroy 10 toy cars. Let's get to it. It's soon enough that these 12 gold coins. Wait, it's translated in a fan's translate for some reason. Like recently, I've gone a lot worse or something, and I don't know what's up with that. It's kind of weird. So I'm using AI translate to compensate for that. Open the door, and call the color to the air to finish the level. And it gives nothing. And then go for the door to finish the remix.
Congratulations, the final applied question. Well done, great, this looks like you can start the game. Amazing, I'm proud of you now. Translate, congratulations, you did great on the final application problem. Wonderful, you can start the game now. Amazing, I'm so proud of you. Elsie still. The tutorial is over, item warehouse is now available. You can now set out on an adventure. Select the stage.
So yeah, that's the tutorial. That's the tutorial. There is, like, nothing more to say about that.
Stage selection. Item warehouse.
Let's go into here real quick.
Here you can store unlimited amounts of items, collection items, and weapons you have. You can store as many weapons that get in the way and unwanted items and collection items that you become tired of, so be sure to use them, okay?
Yeah, so this explains that by itself.
Store items. Remove the item. Store items.
So store,
Remove the item. Close the warehouse.
remove, or like take out,
Remove store items.
close. In the chaos version, there's a difference. If you have 1,000 or more of an item, you will have to type the quantity, which is the same as in bk3, and same goes for the Q key. Which is interesting. So yeah, that's all the way to the tutorial. I'm gonna store some
Remove
stuff up before I go.
These select collection items. Tutorials I pick up without my permission in the tutorial. Not all is given in the tutorial. 22 car fragments. I broken tutorials I pick up with 4. 23 gold coins. Can be 22 car fragments. 22. So 23 gold coins can be exchanged for various items. All. Return.
Alright,
Please select the classification of items you want to store.
that's
Return.
that.
Store. Close the warehouse. Please use it again. Select the stage.
So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time when we start stage 1.
First floor, prepare 1. First floor. Hide window button delete. Add the stop button left.
Well, until then.